Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of our collective past. Today, we delve into the fascinating tale of rise and decline, a phenomenon that has captivated scholars and historians for centuries. As we venture into this captivating narrative, let us begin at the beginning, tracing the earliest threads of rise and decline to their inception. In the sweltering deserts of ancient Mesopotamia, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers once nourished the cradle of civilization, we find the precursors to rise and decline. It is here, in the city of Babylon, that we encounter the earliest recorded instances of decline, circa 1800 BCE. The great King Hammurabi, renowned for his code of laws, ruled over a vast empire, whose eventual downfall would become a paradigm for the rise and fall of civilizations. During his reign, the Babylonians made significant advances in mathematics, astronomy, and engineering, as evident from the sophisticated irrigation systems and the majestic ziggurat, dedicated to the god Marduk-Tao. As we wander through the ancient streets of Babylon, we notice the imposing ziggurat, a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of the Babylonians. The city's strategic location, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, facilitated trade and commerce, attracting merchants and travelers from across the ancient world. We can almost hear the cacophony of languages, the aroma of exotic spices, and the clanging of hammers on metal as we immerse ourselves in the vibrant atmosphere of this ancient metropolis. We also find records of the Sumerian city-states, such as Ur and Uruk, which flourished in the region before the rise of Babylon. These cities were known for their impressive architectural achievements, including the construction of grand temples and palaces, which reflected the wealth and power of their rulers. The Sumerians made significant contributions to the development of governance, law, and social hierarchy, laying the groundwork for the complex societies that would emerge in the region. One notable figure from this period is King Sargon the Great, who united various city-states under his rule, creating the Akkadian Empire around 2334 BCE. His military campaigns and administrative reforms helped establish a robust framework for future empires, including the Babylonian Empire. The legacy of Sargon's achievements can be seen in the subsequent rise of powerful dynasties, each leaving their mark on the region. As we explore the earliest history of rise and decline, we are reminded of the words of the ancient Greek historian Herodotus: "The gods are wont to bring low the mighty, and to exalt the humble." This wisdom is particularly apt when considering the rise and fall of empires, as we see how even the most powerful civilizations can succumb to internal decay and external pressures. As we transition to the next segment, we shall find ourselves at the threshold of a new era, one marked by unprecedented growth, innovation, and transformation. The stage is set for the grand drama of rise and decline to unfold, with all its complexities, contradictions, and profound insights into the human condition. Join me as we step into the midst of this captivating narrative, and together, let us unravel the tangled threads of history, exploring the pivotal events that shaped the trajectory of civilizations, and the enduring legacy of those who rose to greatness, only to decline and fall. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of rise and decline. In the 5th century BCE, we find ourselves in ancient Greece, where the city-state of Athens is undergoing a remarkable transformation. Under the wise leadership of Pericles, Athens experiences a cultural and philosophical flowering, as some of the most influential minds of the time, such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, converge on the city. The iconic Parthenon, a masterpiece of Doric architecture, rises above the Acropolis, symbolizing the power and sophistication of Athenian society. As we wander through the bustling streets of Athens, we notice the vibrant agora, where citizens gather to engage in lively debates, conduct trade, and participate in the democratic process. The air is filled with the sounds of philosophers expounding their ideas, poets reciting their works, and politicians passionately arguing for their causes. We can almost smell the freshly baked bread wafting from the nearby ovens, and taste the rich flavors of Greek cuisine. One notable event from this period is the Golden Age of Athens, which sees an unprecedented surge in artistic, literary, and philosophical innovation. The works of Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides dominate the theatrical scene, while the sculptures of Phidias and Myron adorn the public spaces. The Athenians make significant strides in science and mathematics, as exemplified by the discoveries of Pythagoras and the calculations of Eratosthenes. As we explore this remarkable era, we are reminded of the words of Pericles himself. What you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others. This wisdom is particularly apt when considering the enduring legacy of Athens, whose contributions to Western civilization continue to inspire and shape our world today. We also find ourselves in the midst of a profound transformation, as the ancient Greeks begin to question traditional authority and challenge the status quo. The concept of citizenship and the ideals of democracy take root, paving the way for future experiments in governance and politics. The Athenians' emphasis on education, critical thinking, and intellectual curiosity creates a fertile ground for innovation and progress. As we delve deeper into this period, we notice the emergence of other powerful city-states, such as Sparta and Corinth, which engage in a complex web of alliances and rivalries with Athens. The ancient Greeks' fascination with competition and excellence leads to the development of the Olympic Games, where athletes from across the Greek world gather to showcase their prowess. The cultural and intellectual achievements of this era have a profound impact on the trajectory of Western civilization. The Athenians' emphasis on reason, individualism, and humanism lays the groundwork for future philosophical and scientific breakthroughs. As we approach the end of this segment, we find ourselves at a crossroads, where the trajectory of rise and decline is about to take a dramatic turn. The Golden Age of Athens will soon give way to a period of decline, marked by internal strife, external pressures, and eventual downfall. Yet, even as we anticipate the challenges that lie ahead, we cannot help but marvel at the achievements of this remarkable era, which continue to inspire and shape our world today. Join me next time on History with Herodotus as we explore the decline and fall of civilizations and examine the lasting legacy of those who rose to greatness, only to decline and fall. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of rise and decline. In the 4th century BCE, we find ourselves in a world where the once mighty Athens is struggling to maintain its dominance. The Peloponnesian War, a devastating conflict with Sparta, has drained the city's resources and led to a significant decline in its power and influence. The Athenians, who had once been the epitome of innovation and progress, are now grappling with internal strife, corruption, and external pressures. As we navigate the complexities of this period, we notice the emergence of new powers, such as Thebes and Macedon, which begin to challenge Athenian hegemony. The rise of Philip II of Macedon, a brilliant military strategist, marks the beginning of a new era in Greek history, one that will ultimately lead to the conquest of Persia and the spread of Greek culture throughout the ancient world. One notable event from this period is the Battle of Chaeronea, where the combined forces of Athens and Thebes are defeated by the Macedonians. This decisive victory marks the end of Athenian independence and paves the way for Macedonian dominance in Greece. The aftermath of the battle sees the imposition of a pro-Macedonian government in Athens, leading to a significant decline in the city's cultural and intellectual output. As we delve deeper into this period, we notice the decline of other civilizations, such as the Egyptians and the Babylonians, which had once been major powers in the ancient world. The rise of new empires, such as the Persians and the Romans, marks a significant shift in the balance of power, with far-reaching consequences for the trajectory of human history. The legacy of Athens, however, continues to endure, even as the city itself declines. The ideas of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, which had been nurtured in the Athenian cultural and intellectual landscape, continue to inspire and shape Western civilization. The concept of citizenship, democracy, and individualism, which had been pioneered by the Athenians, lays the groundwork for future experiments in governance and politics. As we approach the end of this segment, we find ourselves at a crossroads where the trajectory of rise and decline is about to take another dramatic turn. The decline of civilizations, though often marked by tragedy and loss, also creates opportunities for new powers to emerge and for new ideas to take root. Join me next time on History with Herodotus, as we explore the rise of new empires and the enduring legacy of those who rose to greatness, only to decline and fall. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.